And Public Affairs Analyst Olabode Oseni joins me to share his perspective on President Buhari's wish to extradite fugitives from the UK to answer corruption charges. Many thanks to you, Olabode Oseni, for joining us on this hour. What's your thoughts on a statement by the acting EFCC chairman, Ibrahim Magu, who says that, look, the fight against corruption is stalled by the safe haven provided by foreign powers to those who are accused of corruption?
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for having me. Number one, let me start that the days of Umar Ituko in I think 80s or something has gone. We don't have that any type of opportunity to cargo or to put people in the wooden box and want to transport them to another country. Having said that, I heard the acting chairman, Mr. Magu, saying country like UK is stalling extradition of people like Alice Madueke. Yes, because here is a proper way of doing things. They do things according to rule of law. They will process the application. They will process the application of any fugitive you want to extradite. So they just don't get a demand or a request from Nigeria and then go straight to that person's house and put him in the plane. No, things are not done that way. And that is why we need to put our own house in order. We need to get things properly prepared. We need to get things properly done. If you send an application like that, be it anywhere in Western Europe, they want to look into so many things. Say, for example, the person to be extradited insisted that, oh, because of the human right, because of this and so on and so forth, I'm not going to feel safe. They will have to consider that. I'm sorry to say that that is not what Nigerian government or that is not what Mr. Magu want to hear. But they will say that to him and say, you know what, we're still processing your application. And that is, I think, where the issue of taking too long before they extradite anybody.
All right, Mr. Olabode, if I may come in here, because the president also made the same statement to the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He said he expressed his desire to extradite these fugitives not just from the UK but from Europe. What kind of collaboration or incentive should Nigeria put in place to ensure that there is that understanding between Nigeria and these foreign countries when it comes to extraditing those who are accused of corruption?
The same thing. Like I said, even though there is a kind of extradition agreement in place, they still have to be processed. You just don't go to the shelf and just take it and use it. If you say you want Olabode Oseni to be extradited back to Nigeria for whatever crime and so on and so forth, you understand me? The government where I am, even though I'm a citizen here, but you still want me to come and answer to some charges in Nigeria, then we have to process it. And at the same time, don't forget that I will also have the right to say to the country where I am now that, oh, I'm afraid if you send me to Uganda, you send me to Nigeria, so and so could happen to me, and I don't think I'm safe. Instead, I can even request and say, well, let them try me here where I feel safe.
All right, Public Affairs Analyst Olabode Oseni, many thanks for your